You're listening to Faith, Relationship, and Community Podcast, where we talk about all things faith, relationship, and community. My name is Noah. I'm the lead pastor of Morningside Lutheran Church. On today's episode, I sit down with Jack and Nang to talk about their journey from Southeast Asia to come to know Christ. Nang, what country did you come from?
Laos.
From Laos. Okay. I had an opportunity last year to visit Laos and with, of course, Pastor Tom and Pastor Mark, and it was awesome.
Haven't.
You haven't been there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering if you were ever there. Beautiful country, and really devastating, the floods and everything that had happened there. And so I guess with this, we want to just talk about that experience coming here, but also how faith has just been part of your life in this, because it's a little different maybe from the faith you grew up with. But talk about that time that I guess the moment you came here to America.
ต้องแปลตอนข้ามแม่ของมาก็ยากกลับมาอยู่เข้มก็ยากบัดมาอยู่อเมริกาแล้วสบาย
Well, the life journey and coming to America is really difficult, especially in refugee camp in Thailand, and how to get and maneuver to this country. In the beginning, is really difficult, but again, and later on, is life getting better.
That did you come with family?
อันมากับผัว
And I came with my husband.
Okay. Did you start working right away? And tell me about how you integrated into. Did you come right to Sioux City at that point?
ไปมาอยู่ฟอร์ตเวนอินเดียนาสปอนเซอร์อยู่พุ่นเลย
And I have a church sponsor in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
and เชิดเพิ่นเอามา
Yeah, the church,
Christian too
the Christian church.
yeah I'm thankful today
Yeah, very good. And that I mean, so getting integrated into now Sioux City and working, and talk about that experience a little bit.
ส่วนหลายมีแต่ปาดซีน
And mostly, I work in a packing plant.
You had your family here, and so Jack, for you too, did you live here?
Yeah, I was born from Sioux City, Iowa.
Born from Sioux City.
Considered Asian American.
Yeah. How was that, I guess, growing up in really a multi-ethnic area and being here and knowing that, obviously your mother and father from Laos. Talk about that experience growing up.
It was good. I probably grew up more with an American lifestyle, but there's a show called Fresh Off the Boat where, I bring my Chinese food and kids make fun of me for ethnicity. So it was half American lifestyle, half kind of Laos lifestyle that not a lot of people understood at first, but over time they did understand.
Talk about those challenges, because I don't think
it's
people
like
really understand.
School lunches, like, kids make fun of you saying, you got stinky lunch, or it smells gross or it looks gross. But once they taste it, they're like, it tastes pretty good. So some of them were accepting, some were not. So it's all good.
Yeah. And how long did you live here? And then what did you do after you left
here? Basically up before high school. So I went to junior high. I lived here for 15 years. And then I basically went to high school in Fort Smith, Arkansas for the last 3 years.
Yeah. Okay. So kind of connecting this to faith, what, Nang, for you, what brought you to Christianity? And maybe start, what was a belief system that you had before Christianity? Let's start there.
And my mom, my dad, my great grandma on Buddha, but we came to the United States and we got divorced, and I stayed to Omaha with my cousin. That I don't have any money, but excuse me, and I heard the voice. Somebody tell me the loud words, like old people, maybe 70 years old. They tell me, Nang, you have to go to Pastor Tom and Sioux City. You will have a good life. And we have to go to the church with him and learn some Christian school. That time I don't believe nothing. I just said, I think my dream, but then I not sleep. Just awake like that, the hair in my ear. And after that, about 1 month, they come tell me again. But I not sleep too, like 7, 6 o'clock in my room. I just open my eye, watch TV. They come in my ear, say, go to Sioux City now. You have a bad life here, go to Pastor Tom. You have a good life, have church over there. I say, that's nothing. maybe 1 month again. They come tell me again. But that time I don't have any money. And I fight with my cousin. I live for that. I say, I have money, maybe $200. I have my car. And I try to socially Pastor Tom.
Mm-hmm.
And he give me a hug. He give me some gas money. And I need help. He say, okay, I help you. And I start come to church there one. And later on, he helped me a lot. Give me some money for food, for the car, for the gas, for the insurance. And I go to work, and Monta help me to the field form in a Tyson. And I get in a Tyson. And I work Saturday part-time a lot. And when I have time, I go to come to church on Sunday. That time I don't believe too much. I just tell in Buddha have and have. And I think later on, maybe a year. And I cry because I meet Jack. Jack, he's there to Fort Smith. I meet him. I say, I don't know what I'm going to do, God. Help me. I miss my family. And I want to kill myself. And I go to sleep, and I dream to the Lord. And I say, who are you? I see the fire in the sky, fire and Jesus. He just like a picture. I see a lot of fire. He pointed me, he said like this. He said, who are you? He said, he said like that. Now you're my daughter. I said, yeah. Who are you? I said, I am my Lord. I said, I'm God. I said, oh my goodness, I see you. I said, okay, I take care of you. And my dream all gone. He said, he tell me last word, say, you have to go to John Tom, go to church. You have time. I said, yeah, okay. He said, can you call me Father? I said, okay, my Father, I call you. See now, I talk, my experience come up.
Yeah.
And after that, I keep, when I have time Sunday, I come to church, and Pastor Tom need help, like, make food. I make a lot.
And very good food. I've tasted it.
Yeah.
You're right, yes.
Anytime I call me, I say, make food for me. I say, make a lot. I have time, go to church, and I study Bible.
Yeah.
He give me Bible about 20 years. I never look at it. I put in my desk. I never touch. I don't believe that. I don't touch the Bible. And I keep the question. I keep come to church and have dream. And sometimes I forgot. I work too much. And I dream one time to see Jesus again. I see little bird come for him, the white bird. And it say, my daughter, you have to go to church. You don't forget, okay? I say, oh my goodness, forgive me, Lord, forgive me, Father. Okay. And my dream gone. After that, I have keep come to church all every week when I have time. Every week. Yeah. And I believe a lot now because sometimes I need help. Like I sick in a Tyson, all my body pain, and I say, oh my Lord, I pain a lot. What can I do now? I just stay alone. I don't want to be sick because tomorrow I go to work, and I go like down like this. Look like somebody can massage me. I see somebody can massage me. I feel. And massage like this to my toes. I say, oh my goodness, somebody massage me. I say, okay, thank you, my Father. You massage for me, thank you. And I got go to sleep, and I get up, my pain's gone.
Yeah.
After that, I really believe a lot.
Yeah.
They give me a miracle.
Yeah.
A lot. Because sometimes not sleep, they hear his voice. He say, I take care of my daughter, you don't worry about nothing. I say, who's that? Sometimes I say, yeah, I like a go, you know. I don't believe that much. I say, I go to sleep. All the time when I pray, I give to the Lord. I pray at night. Because I sleep by myself. I stay by myself, my apartment. I scare. I say, oh Lord, give me a pay now. I have to go to work tomorrow. I can't meet the job. I need money so bad. And I go lay down, sleep like that. I close my eye like, I feel again like somebody massage me.
Yeah.
To my toe. And when I get up, my pain's gone. I go to work.
He is the great healer.
Yes.
And you've experienced him in powerful ways, and that's just really great to hear and encouraging to hear, and especially talking about. I mean, we are made for community, to be with each other. You say there's this kind of stress to come to church, come to the gathering, the community of people. Just talk about how now you started coming to church, and I see you here just about every Sunday. Talk about that community, how close you are with some of the people that come here now.
Then he tell me about the law. Say we have to help like family, like we love each other, share something, share each other, love like family. And I try, and I think little bit a day, a week now. We love our church like my family. I love him like my brother.
Yeah.
When I need help, he help me a lot.
Yeah, brothers and sisters here.
Like today, my son come, no help, nothing. He help us.
Yeah.
When I need help, he help me a lot. Anytime.
Yeah. So, Jack, talk about that. I mean, you just got here.
Sure. I was going to tell you my backstory.
Yeah.
Back in Arkansas, when I went to high school, about 2 weeks before I graduated, that's when my parents separated.
Okay.
And so they were asking me, what am I going to do? Am I going to college Fort Smith? And I just couldn't really bear to be at the house in a way. It was very painful. So I just wanted to move to Dallas in a way. I got a call from like a recruiter.
Okay.
And I like to watch behind the scenes and DVDs and movies and things like that. So I was like, that's very interesting. I was like, come to Dallas. We got a film school production, Art Institute of Dallas. You can come over here. I was like, okay, sounds good. So that's when I made the big move to Dallas. Kind of left the family, left my dad in Fort Smith. Then my mom, very resilient woman. So she kind of survived on her own.
Yeah.
And then when I was in Dallas, Texas, I was kind of by myself. So I had to grow up very fast. Yeah. And so I did my film school in 2 years, got my associates in video production. And then I ended up doing lighting for weddings at a company called Absolute Entertainment.
Okay.
But also during that time, I went through a lot of drugs because I was by myself. I didn't have any like discipline.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like how God, because he's like a father figure, he guides you and tells you what's wrong and right.
Yeah, yeah.
So I didn't have that when I was in Dallas, Texas. So I got into meth, cocaine, drinking, smoking, all those kind of things. Yeah. And it felt very sinful to me. And I ended up going to church about once a month just to be around good people, feel good people, happy, opposite lifestyle of what I was doing with the partying and people not really caring about you deep down, just using you in a way.
Yeah.
So I also ended up quitting those things. I'm glad I wasn't addicted to those things. I was able to have a powerful mindset and be like, no more. It's not good for me.
Right.
Stop.
Not everybody can.
Not everyone can. People fall into the lifestyle, to the downward spiral. And I kind of saw that and cut off those friends that were kind of using me. So I ended up going to a Korean church called Maniri.
Okay.
And I met like a pastor that was also, that had done drugs and related to the methamphetamine kind of aspect with me. And he was like, don't do it anymore. I understand why. Have faith, patience, and things like that. So I started going to church about once a month. And during those times, I was also homeless at the time by the end of those things because of the drugs took over, spent the money on the drugs. And
sure.
So I just wanted to be around good people, have a good time, and not be around negativity. And so I started building my faith up and things like that. And I give a lot to skateboarding. Skateboarding is kind of like my faith in a way. People can interpret how they have their faith. Like I think of a skate park as my sanctuary.
Yeah, sure.
Skateboarding taught me discipline, resilience. You fall down, get back up.
Yep.
Perseverance.
A lot of analogies in faith and life in general.
You can compare those things very similarly.
Yeah.
So skateboarding was what kind of gave me my faith back and my strength. I would just go skate by myself for like 6 hours at a time. Yeah. Just kind of have faith and, pray that I don't break a bone today.
Yeah.
And skate.
Right.
Recently, I did almost crack my arm.
Say, have you broken any bones?
Yes.
Because
I was trying to clean the bowl here at the Sioux City little skate park.
Oh, okay.
Because there's like glass and garbage everywhere. Yeah. I was trying to clean it. And I guess I didn't clean it all. As I was coming down, I hit a piece of glass and ran straight into a vert wall on my whole left body.
Oh, no.
My arm is good now. I can't bend it too much, a little bit, but give it about a week.
And
I'm pretty resilient, so I'm very
I pray
strong.
for him every day.
Yeah, you pray for him every day.
When he broke arm and he can't go to work.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I pray for him every day. And before he come here, maybe about a couple months, he tell me no help for rent. And I pay for him, pay a lot. Every day, maybe 4 or 5 times a day, I cry. I tell Lord, being my son to me, I got to take care of him. Please, I say, Lord, I need you. I don't have any power. I just need you help me. I pray every day and I cry. And later he called me, Mom, I can go stay with you. I don't have any money now. I said, thank you, my Lord. Take my son to me. And he drive back to me and we pick up. He tried to Texas, take his thing last week. And my car got broke. We left from Texas to Oklahoma, right, Jack?
Okay, I'll tell it right here.
Yeah.
During that time, I lost my job
better.
for 9 years at lighting. For some reason, every 3 years, I would wreck the truck, the Enterprise truck, like hit a low-hanging tree branch. And
well, you're driving enough, then, yeah.
And that one part is like, the truck's insured, but that one part, the front top is not insured, which is the most vulnerable spot.
Yeah,
and so the third time I did it, they're like, we got to cut you off, let you go.
Oh.
And I was like, I understand. I know. I like to confess to my own mess ups. I'm like, I'm sorry. If you want to let me go, I understand. I'm not going to put up a fight. It's my fault. I own up to my own problems. So during that time, I couldn't really pick myself up, trying to get working odd jobs for like $13 an hour or something really low. My rent was about $900 a month.
Okay, yeah.
So I started asking my parents for money, and it was about maybe 5 months, and I felt really bad. So also during that time, I was trying to skate at night in Texas, and I had a heat stroke.
Oh, no.
And I passed out for about 5 minutes on the ground, and people were surrounding me like, you okay? I'm like, I don't know what happened.
You're right. I don't know yet.
So I'm a snowbird. I don't like the cold weather too much.
Yeah.
But Texas
was a perfect time to move here.
Too hot.
Yeah, it is. It does get too hot.
So I didn't think that was possible, but it's possible that it's too hot there. So I'm glad to be back here in Sioux City, Iowa. I can breathe at night. The cold air is magnificent. I can skate longer now.
Sure.
And I'm not getting any younger. So
no. You know, and I love your story about even with the skate park, and here at the church, you know, we're very passionate about first building strong relationships with one another that comes out of a strong faith,
community too,
but also community. helping build strong community, and we want to be a blessing to the community. I think about that as obviously it takes that Christ-like living to be a blessing in that way, to care for the community in that way. And so you were cleaning up glass at the skate park, and obviously you didn't need to do that, but it's just another way to bless the community. What's that?
Paid for it as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you paid for it as well. Yeah, blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, that you pour out.
Back up. I couldn't even get out of the bowl for about a minute because I didn't have my arm, and I was like, "What am I gonna do?" Just ran up. Yeah. But she was talking about during that time. I was talking to my mom. She was like, "Come live with me," and I was like thinking about it. Like I need time to think about it. About for 2 months, I was like. Everything started lining up. I was like, it's too hot here. Lost my job. Friends don't care. No one's really there for me or believing in me. So I was just like, maybe I should come back home and rebuild my relationship with my mother, because we had a rocky relationship whenever we split in Arkansas.
Okay.
So we drove. I took a bus here, 24-hour bus. Then we drove to Texas, 14 hours there, 14 hours back.
Wow.
About 28 hours total.
That's a big drive.
And then when we came back, apparently her wheel bearings were kind of shot. So it probably was days before the tires would have just broken. Yep. Because we were driving it, and like the car started turning, and every time you turn it, just like make this creaking metal sound. So
I think I believe
she had her faith in God, and was like, we made it here because of God.
Jesus help us.
Yeah.
I said, Jesus take us home. My car broke in Oklahoma. They really annoyed, and my wang the พวงมาลัย they can't turn.
It was like I had to turn left for it to go straight.
Yeah,
which was like really.
You don't want your car to do that.
I cried with my son in the car. I said, "What we gotta do? We gotta die here." I say, I pray the Lord all the time. I pray, Lord, take me home, please take me home. Go to Pastor. I have to go to church. I promise you. I take my son go to church. I promise you. Take our home, and he take medicine too much. I said he can drive. And say, Mom, can you drive? I say, oh my goodness.
I only slept 1 hour.
Really?
On the way there, I drove 14 hours straight, but on the way back, I slept like an hour because we had to kind of. She wanted to come back to church on Sunday. So
Where you're sick, and then
it was
Yeah.
Saturday morning. She's like, "Let's go." I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
So we had
right.
After about 8 hours, we switched off every 2 hours.
You know
Yeah, okay.
that I don't want to meet the church because Saturday night already. I don't want to come church on Sunday. I say, okay,
Yeah.
I join. I never join at night. I really scared. I say, Lord, take me home. I'm gonna join
put my
now.
faith in
Lord,
her.
Lord.
Yeah.
I don't know how I go join to 80, 85.
Hmm.
I don't know me. I don't know how.
You know,
I really believe
As-
that, Lord.
yeah,
Help
well,
us.
as
It
Christians,
was like
and
a
that's
forced
what's
situation.
that's what's unique about it. As Christians, we believe in Christ. We believe that the Lord is with us, protecting us. We don't see those things as accidents. We see those things as God's provision, and He's looking after us and protecting us. And it's just we could sit here, and I feel like there are moments, and I've been there too, where Christ isn't as prevalent in our life, and we just don't see it. We're blinded to it. But when our eyes are open, we can see all that the Lord is doing.
You know,
and
that
it is
kind,
good.
that time you come home, maybe
3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning, and then we come church after that. My car all broke, and joy go anywhere.
Yeah,
That's how I believe.
yeah.
Lord, take us home,
You got home.
save us.
Yep.
And tell my son, you have to go to church with me and with the Tom, because I promise with the Lord, take him to come here.
Yep.
That's why I believe. When I need help, Lord, Jesus help me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I believe now. When I need help, he help me all the time.
Yeah.
I tell my son too. I say now, my Lord, my Father, everything I believe you.
Yeah.
If I gonna do for you, I can do go church and like community together. Like we have something, I help a lot. I take to the Lord. I tell the Lord.
Yeah.
That's why I believe Jesus now. I believe all my life.
Yeah.
When I need help, He helped me a lot.
And you will for the rest of your life.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I appreciate you guys being here and sharing your story. I know we scratched the surface with some of this, but welcome, Jack. Welcome to back to Sioux City. And it's been a pleasure to get to chat with you guys.
And him too. He helped me a lot. A lot, everything.
He's pretty helpful.
Yeah, a lot. Everything I need help, he helped me a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like now my church like my home. Like my home.
Yeah.
I don't care. I say nothing. I have to come church every Sunday. Every Sunday, I don't care. I sick or nothing. I have to come.
Yeah, you're here every Sunday. I see you every Sunday.
Yeah, I don't
Right here more than I am.
I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss.
No, you don't miss. Nope.
When I come here, I really happy.
Yeah.
I really happy. Like I come and see my father, talk to my father. You see me, I dance. Sometimes I don't know how I dance too good.
Yeah.
I say, Lord, help me to dance good for you and sing song for you, because I don't know English, nothing now. I can read the Bible. I can read a song, English song
Yeah.
that he told me.
Yeah.
I can learn a lot now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I go home and read Bible every day at night time when I have time. I
and
go
you used
to bed.
to never touch it.
Yeah. Before I never touch 20 years.
Yep. That's right.
Never touch. I
now
don't know
you open
nothing.
it up. And how much more life-giving is it now that you've opened up your Bible and you're able to read it?
When I have time every day.
Yeah.
1 hour before I go to sleep.
Good for you.
When I read Bible, I pray and I go to sleep. My dream really sleep good every night.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for
Also,
sharing your
a little
story.
to one thing. I had a little rocky relationship with Christianity and God and faith.
Talk about that.
When I went to Fort Smith, I went to a evangelist church, and I was probably down in the slumps a little bit. And the first thing they did was like, "Who's all the new members of the church?" They're like, it was like maybe 5, 6 of us. They're like, "Come over to the cross and put your hand on the cross and like pray." I was like, "Okay, cool." Put a hand on the cross, pray. Then like they escorted us to the back room as they did their sermon, and they're like, "What you did was sin. You committed sin, and you're not supposed to do that." So he gave us a pamphlet and all these things. I was like, that was kind of jaded
Weird.
in a way, and weird. They were more like a Pentecostal evangelist kind of church. So I immediately left. I was like, that
I
was
would
kind
do.
of wrong.
Right.
I understand what they're trying to do,
Yeah.
but it was a little weird
Uh-huh.
at that time. So I left that church, and then that's when I have a lot of interfaith. So I believe in like Old Testaments and things like that.
Sure.
So when I went to Texas, like that's why I would go to church once a month just to kind of rejuvenate my faith and be around good, happy people. But those times, gotta be careful with some of the churches. They might disroute you, kind of take you to a different path. So,
but you have that, weird. But you still have that longing to be connected with the people.
Yeah, because going to church, the Salem Lutheran Church here in Sioux City with Pastor Tom, he taught me a lot of fundamentals.
Sure.
And so, just because you don't believe in man doesn't believe you have to believe in God. So I have a strong faith in God.
Yeah,
for sure. I have a lot of inner faith.
And that's a cool story to say. Don't give up because of one bad experience.
Yeah. Don't let the bad apple ruin the situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good word because that happens so often.
It does.
And which is really sad, especially, and I'm not going to call out any churches in that way, but there are some churches that have a difficult time.
Kind of let things play out.
Yeah.
Just believe in your own faith and stick with what you have with your fundamentals.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys. That's up. I know you got an appointment coming up too. And so, but appreciate you coming. It's good to meet you.
For sure.
Yeah. That's, I hope to see you around and you're looking for work now. Is that, kind of what you're doing? So we'll be in prayer for you.
Few leads right now.
Yeah. Awesome. Good.
You know, you met Jack's brother.
My brother Jeep.
That.
Okay. Sure. Kids. Yeah. Very good. Okay. Making the connections now. Yeah. Good. So you're an uncle.
Yes.
Yeah, too. Yeah, good.
I think I want to talk one thing. When I say about God, I don't know, I cry. I talk about Jesus, I cry all the time.
Yeah.
And my spirit come up.
Makes you emotional.
I don't know. I want to ask you why.
What?
Why something like that? I talk about Jesus, I cry all the time.
Yeah.
Holy Spirit.
It's a very emotional thing. I mean, you've had really emotional experiences, in some ways, seeing the presence of God, and not everybody has done that before.
Like I pray,
not everybody has experienced it the same
sometimes
way.
I pray too. I pray and I cry, and then my spirit come up.
Yeah,
all the time when I pray. I say I don't know. That's why I want to ask you.
Yeah, well, we all experience faith in different ways, and for you, I mean, I think that's really. It's a very reverent understanding because I don't think if we have that experience of being able to see Christ maybe in the way that you have experienced and what a blessing that you've had that can certainly bring you to tears. There's some people that when they see the presence of God, it's almost this physical motion of shutting eyes, turning down face, just like Moses did, right? When he encountered God for the first time, he couldn't see God, and so he just responded that way. For you, you've had very emotional experiences of God's glory being revealed to you that just brings out this emotional, uncontrollable emotion that
I'm happy now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm happy now. I heard the word.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I think that's great. Rejoice in that.
Yeah.
Celebrate. Thank you, Lord, for
this. My interpretation of what part she went through is when she went through like the transition of Buddhism and Christianity and leaving the family.
Yes.
I probably believe that if it wasn't for God, she wouldn't be here today, having strong faith and having help from Pastor Tom.
Yeah.
So I do thank God for her and her resilience, and it's something to learn from.
Yeah.
And the lesson that I think he's trying to teach us today is we have to have patience. I have to have patience for her, and she has to have patience for me.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen each other in about 20 years. So that's the lesson of the day is patience.
You're kind of relearning all of that.
Yeah.
It might not be overnight, but
like we start all over now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
To have patience.
So the prayer is patience.
I think right now, my life really perfect. My son get back to me. I lost him 25 years. And he came back and come to the church with me and Pastor Tom help us. And I think my life pretty good now. Really good. I happy. I be my daughter lost. Jesus, I happy.
Yeah. Yeah. You thank God for those moments because this life isn't perfect. And there are hard times. There's trouble.
I think my life better than before. A lot better.
I can see it.
I'm really happy now.
Yeah, I can see it. That's good. That's awesome. Good. Okay, well, we got 2 more coming in, so thank you guys. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for listening today to our Faith, Relationship, and Community podcast. For more episodes, check out our website, morningsidelutheran.com, or on our social media platforms. We appreciate you joining. God bless.